Hello, fellow music lovers, and welcome to another episode of the Chronicles of Rock. Did you ever wonder what the meaning and inspiration was behind some of rock's classic songs? What inspired the song? The backstory that maybe you were never aware of? How that song can make you feel certain emotions? How they can transport you to another time and place? Well, this is the channel for you. Here I will pay homage to songs that changed the musical landscape and the world can never forget. I hope to give them new life and make you fall in love with them all over again. So, my pick for this episode is the classic song from Genesis, Ripples. A Trick of the Tail, which was the album that it was released, was a seventh studio album by English progressive rock band Genesis. It was released in February 1976. Wow, if you're old. On Charisma Records, and was the first album to feature drummer Phil Collins as lead vocalist following the departure of Peter Gabriel. In my opinion, as a lifelong Genesis fan, I consider this album a masterpiece and Ripples their Mona Lisa. It was a critical and commercial success in the UK and the US, reaching number 3 and number 31, respectively. Following Gabriel's decision to leave the band, the remaining members wanted to carry on and show they could still write and record successful material. The group wrote and rehearsed new songs during their mid 1975 and listened to numerous audition tapes for replacement frontmen. They entered Trident Studios in October with producer David Henschel to record the album without a definitive idea of who was going to perform the lead vocals. After the search for a singer proved unfruitful, Collins was persuaded to sing Squonk, which was on the same album, and the performance was so strong, he sang lead on the rest of the album. Upon release, critics were impressed by the improved sound quality and the group's ability to survive the loss of Gabriel's departure without sacrificing the quality of the music. The group went on tour with Collins as frontman and Bill Bruford as an additional drummer, and the resulting performances in the US raised Genesis' profile there. The album has been reissued on CD several times, including a deluxe package with bonus tracks in 2007. So, why I chose this song? The song, it's an allegorical song about passing time and inevitability of change. The verse refers to the beauty of young women and the idea that each person's appearance is constantly changing, as expressed by the face in the water that looks up and shakes its head as if to say, it's the last time you'll look like today. The chorus emphasizes the idea that time is fleeting and the ripples created in life can never be reversed. They are gone to the other side. The instrumental section in the middle of the song reinforces this idea by calling attention to the inability to turn back the clock on life and accept that things are constantly slipping away. Ultimately, the song reminds the listener to make the most of each moment and embrace the changes that comes with life. It's about growing old and looking at one's looks. It is perfectly illustrated on the album cover for Trick of the Tail, with an old hag looking into a pool of water and seeing her young, beautiful face looking back. So here's how the song begins.
New girls come in every size. Some are wise and some otherwise. They got pretty blue eyes. For now a man may change. For now her face looks strange. Looks strange. Looks strange.
Phil Collins sporting the Minnesota North Stars hockey jersey. I love it. So I believe the Blue Girls are derived from a poem by John Crow Ransom and refers to adolescent schoolgirls from whom beauty is the focus of their lives. In this poem, Ransom offers the girls three main lessons, which, although they seem contradictory, are really closely related. One, beauty does fade. Two, use your beauty as much as you can before it fades. And three, have something in your life besides beauty. So when it fades, you're not left alone with nothing. So he describes the beauty as a delicate and rare, unable to be established. He focuses on the lightheartedness of the young girls, how they are caught up in beauty, and how he warns them to be conscientious of the fact that their beauty will fade and that they cannot put all their hope on their beauty. At this time, he encourages them to practice their beauty until it is gone. And he promises to celebrate that beauty as best as he can with all its value and frailty.
Launched 1,000 ships, is sinking fast. That happens, you know. The water gets below. Seems not very long ago. Lovelier she was than any that I know. Angels never know it's time to close the book and gracefully decline. The song has found a tale. My, what a jealous fool is she. The face in the water looks up. She shakes her head as if to say that the bluebells have all gone away.
My God, 40 years and it still gives me the shivers. The ripples never come back, which means we cannot get our youth back. And the attractiveness and the youth is fleeting and should not be taken for granted. The reflection of the water is our self awareness and can be a memory of what we used to be like or how we looked years ago. Everyone goes through these emotions, which makes this song so relatable. A harsh reminder that youth and beauty fades with time. A classic tale told in a classic song. Here's my favorite part of the song. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is my favorite all time song. I hope you enjoyed this installment of the Chronicles of Rock. Please let me know what you think in the comments and any suggestions, any songs that you would like me to cover the backstory behind these songs. But until next time, may the power of music and rock get you through some tough times. Thanks for watching.